It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Today, we're treated to an entertaining preseason contest between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions.
Welcome, Dan Campbell, and your two-time defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first two seasons. And that's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
Stroud in the air to start us off. Pass caught by Tate Dell. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's going to be just one step away from that first down. They haul him down to the 31.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Stroud on the sneak. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so QB. It wants to put it on his shoulders. You sign up for it.
1st and 10, on to Mixon. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. Again, Stroud. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Mixon on the toss. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And it'll bounce out of bounds, and he could not have hit this much better. That's going to pin him at their own 5-yard line. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them. Go put a score on the board.
And he's brought down. They'll spot this one right at the 20. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin him back. It's a terrible field position to run the ball, but they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Another one for Gibbs. Juke the defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. They've got first down from the 31. Play action here with Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability and his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They go play action with Goff. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off play action, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they get this down to the 28. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Lions, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun snap here to go. That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Only need one more yard on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Goff off the play action. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Barrios now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. This Texans offense ready up for its second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Again to Mixon up the middle. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air, Stroud. Completes it downfield to Kirk. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Texans first down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
A loss of a yard.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And even on 3rd down, he sees no they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage in that play.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Goff. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Goff to the air now. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, in this league, you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Houston.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Mixon out of the gun. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
2nd and 3 now. From the 36. He's going to keep it this time. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. First down, Texans.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They give inside to Chung. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Stroud off of play action. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Stroud. This throw is caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Just 3 yards between them and a touchdown. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing again, it's Stroud. He's got it! And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Tank Dell, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Khalif Raymond to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Gibbs now from the gun. Jukes one defender. Gibbs with a first down and more. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
First down, and they go right back to him. Still going past the 40. And he gets this shot all the way to the 31-yard line. That jump worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that one. There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running it with David Montgomery. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Goff setting the throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
It's a gain of 11.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Goff now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Bronk. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Goff. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the The Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Damian Pierce now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Texans are headed back to the field on offense, so we get a look at Tank Dell. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. They motion the tight end over. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, stop it.
Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Now, Ryan, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he will be stopped now, but what to like about that effort?
These running backs love getting in the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. They can take him down right along the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That's another Lions. 1st and 10.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
16
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
13-yard line.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Behind the line of
I
scrimmage.
talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Checks it down to Gibbs. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Goff on 3rd. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 13-point lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the upright. The Lions double their lead to 14.
Lions 21, Texans 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Taken in by Kirk, right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Stroud completes it quick. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. This one goes for 3 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down, Stroud. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Right side, quick pass, complete. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, Stroud. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Stroud now on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Stroud again. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Nixon on the counter. And that one very short, only getting to the 27. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Now an inside give to Johnson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
They may be a dying breed in the NFL, but this is why fullbacks will continue to be used by some teams each and every year. Those bigger bodies, they're almost always good for a positive gain before someone can drag them down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Stroud. Stays upright. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Stroud's going to throw for it. Stays in the pocket. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. A pitch out to Montgomery. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Off to throw here, it's 3rd and 2. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On the draw, this is Gibbs. He gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. First and 10 from the 41. They go play action with Goff. Dumped off to his running back. And they bring him down around the 34.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Motioning the tight end now. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. This one to Williams out left side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Jameson Williams. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
The Texans going with a dime set here. We've got 6 DBs for 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Intended for
That
gain
throw
of 7
doesn't lead to
yards.
6. And that brings up 4th and long.
Results in a fourth
Tough to
down.
blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
The score, Lions
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the gun, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
complete to Nico Collins.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. And it's the Texans who have 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's keeping it. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that, all that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Chased out to his right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an walk. Especially in a situation like that, it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Texans set to punt. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And again over the middle, it's St. Brown. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll throw it. That's incomplete left side. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Greg Reynolds to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Underneath. It's Gibbs. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Another one for Gibbs. And this Gibbs not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Here's 2nd and 11. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Again, Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
It's Montgomery on third. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Texans grab it. And Houston returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. A great return out of him, makes a great play into one of our game's biggest highlights with that touchdown.
Yeah, some serious running back skills right there for a linebacker who doesn't get too many chances to show out like that. The only time we normally see him at top speed, Kate, is when he's running down a ball carrier. But to put that ball in his hands wasn't going to be denied.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans cut the lead down to 10.
24, Texans 14.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Reynolds with a return. Escapes a defender. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Running back, motioning right. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down throw from Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Coming right is Gibbs. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Goff to the air now. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Lions readying for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Stroud completes it quick. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun now for Stroud. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
On the scramble. Alex Anzalone on the tackle. A gain of 12. 1st down, Houston.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. To the air, Stroud. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Running with Mixon out of the gun. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Stroud. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They've kept throwing it to him as we work throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Play action here with Goff. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
On the throwaway. He was covered by Henry To'o.
From the gun, Goff. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Big gain downfield. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's a gain of 32
Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Has the connection to right. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
They've got first down from the 31. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And get forward up 5 yards, looks like. It's second down now.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions make it a 16-point ball game. Well, as they drive forward to win right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead.
Texans 14.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Barrios now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Stroud. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and he had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game.
38, Texans 14.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Pierce now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out now come the Texans on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Collins got it left side. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And the Texans first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They give inside to Chubb. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Mixon up the middle. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. Devontae Maddox up for that tackle.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd
3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. There's a give for Wright. And he's down after getting us up to the 41. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. First and 10 from the 41. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He finds him over the middle. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They're trying to run for it with Montgomery.
David Montgomery, the ball carrier.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Punt team on the field. Jack Fox will kick it away. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Stroud. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left with 4th down here.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He finds him beyond the marker. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
1st down, Stroud. Throw right side, Dell has it. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
Complete to Tank Dell. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Cut by Collins on the slant. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Again, Stroud. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. He gets 6 on that play, and it sets up a Houston first.
1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud again. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun now, first round. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. That pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. To the air, Stroud. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Flush down out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not the way I imagine it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Find a throwing lane and execute quickly, or you better escape and make it happen with your legs. He didn't get the throwing lane, the coverage he wanted, so a great decision. You cannot hesitate. You got to go for it, and he sure did, and use that athleticism for 6.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Reynolds with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Montgomery. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds before he can challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
A gain of 3.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
On now comes their punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop.
At their own 14-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. We have seen this plenty, and Dell has another. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now, hang on. We do have to stop here for something that nobody wants to see a week before the season. We've got an injured player there, and it's somebody they can ill afford to lose. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Complete to Nico Collins. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Stroud from the pistol. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I gotta believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Stroud. That's caught. This is Kirk. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
To number 13.
It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
First down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down throw by Stroud. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They'll pause now for an injured player. Regular season just 1 week away. You don't want to see anybody get hurt here. Hopefully something minor as the medical team works on it. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They kick the running back in motion. Trying again, following the set. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Mills to throw. He's running for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
1st and goal.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Chubb trying to run his way in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
There's a give, left side. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Here's Stroud now. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Stroud's going to throw for it. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with 9.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They get in on the grounds here with Montgomery. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Man in motion, headed right. They go play action with Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Running out of the gun with Montgomery. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions about set to celebrate this win. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. Running on second with Montgomery.
Montgomery again, the ball carrier.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back to throw, Stroud. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. New set of downs for him from the 46. Stride to throw on 1st down. He's got time here. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Try and push it deep downfield. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And this victory is going to give them a nice shot at confidence as they work through the next couple of weeks and prepare for things to count coming up in Week 1. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.